Okay, coming back to
Yes.
the racist law
Hmm.
in Omoku, where they decreed that they will not sell lands to the hinterland Igbos. Why
Well,
is this?
well, honestly, I will tell you the truth. I don't know why it is like that, but I think it has a little to do with seeing people being superior, trying to be superior to them. But I don't see why you can give a land to somebody who is from far savannah, like Kano, Kaduna. You sell land to them, you sell to the Yorubas. But those who are supposed to be your brothers, you can't sell land to them. But they are very good for marriage and they will give you children.
Hello, beautiful people. I welcome you today to this edition of the Unify Igbos Now campaign under the Namen TV. And I remain your own faithfully Chukwemeka, the Unify Igbos Now proponent. Right here with me is an erudite scholar by excellence. But I will give him the room to introduce himself properly and where he come from. All right, sir. Over
Okay.
to you.
Uh, Good afternoon, viewers. My names are Clement Chukwemeka Onyekadi. I'm from Ihuku village in Omoku, in OGBA Land local government of Rivers State.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Unify Igbos Now campaign platform. And
Thank
this
you.
is the Namen TV.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
All right. From our discussion, you're quite educated. Can you please start by telling us your academics, qualifications, and everything that we need to know?
Okay. I started school at Onsuka community as early as 1975 or thereabouts. I passed through primary education and I attended Onsuka High School where I got my WAEC and then headed to University of Nigeria Nsukka where I had my BA and later got my MFA in Fine and Applied Arts. And I'm a father of 5. I'm also married to a beautiful wife, Juliet Onyekadi. She's from Nsukka as well. And I also have a Cambridge certification from University of Cambridge
Wow.
in arts and design.
Wow. In arts and designs.
Yes.
Wow. That is really magnificent. You know, just like we all know, we deal with empirical facts, empirical analysis that gives that refined facts that can be undisputed. This program is named the Unify Igbos Now. And you, all the way from Omoku in OGBA Land. The hinterland Igbos always refer to the Omoku people as Igbo people. What do you think? Tell us your own experience with the Omoku, because some few ones tend to twist this fact to say that Omoku has nothing to do with Igbo. Tell us what you know.
Anyway, I will flash back to when I gained admission at University of Nigeria Nsukka in 1995. I came across a professor, Professor Oloidi, a blessed memory. He asked me, "Where are you from?" I told him, "I'm from River State. I'm from Omok." He said, "This Igbo man, won't you go and identify with your people?" So the thing threw a challenge to me, as in, does it mean I'm not actually from Omok, or is there anything different that I don't know? He said I should go and read my history very well, and that led me to when I was writing my thesis, I have to go and understudy the Inchaka Festival in Oba Ebama Ndoni local government. And the thing actually really opened my eye to so many things. the culture, the history, the architecture, the belief system as well. And from my own perspective, I'm not seeing any Benin impact in me as an Obaman. I must say the truth, though people might see it as being a taboo because our dance, the waist dance, the music, the costumes we put on, even the masquerade, the Okoroshi masquerade.
Okoroshi.
Yes, Okoroshi masquerade. You
That's
know,
same we have in some parts of Imo State,
yes,
Okorosha.
yes, that is what we have in Omoku. And then, um, looking at the market days, we have a Keori Afanonko market, and the Eke market seems to be the most vibrant market. There are certain things. There's a river we have. We have the Omoku River. You don't go to the Omoku River in the olden days on Eke day because what you will see, you will not believe it. There's a lot of things attached to that Eke market, which is as well the same thing with Igbo, iconography ideologies. So I start asking myself the question: where am I really from? Because it's always good to know your root. Because if you don't know your root, you are like somebody who has lost your identity. And not only from that, I also took a step to look at the kings and the obas as they call it, but it's oba, to look at them from the 17th century down, and I never saw anyone that beard a Benin name.
Okay, talking about this, yeah, looking around, yeah, also from my research, studying about the Oba people and their culture, there is no iota of Benin influence. The king is known as his Oba. The Oba there is just like a title. So, among the Oba people, Omoku, I know I can understand Omoku is the headquarters of all the Oba clan. Oba clan. Can you mention one or two Oba towns?
Okay,
Also,
like Obite, like Egi,
Gi Obite,
Obite, like where again? Obite, Egi, Obigwe,
Obigwe,
Obogu.
Obogu,
Yes, all these are clans
Oba
attached. Yeah,
clans,
attached to Oba clan. You
and
know,
all of
all
them.
of them. I've not seen any iconography that's or any costume or any culture that relates to all these things. Okay, like for instance, when our late king, our late Oba joined his ancestors, I was waiting to see where they will use something like kai kai, which is common to the river and Rhine people. But I was surprised they use something they call ogolo. That is a palm wine.
Mm,
And then this tree they call ogrishi.
Ogrishi,
Yes, and four color notes, a
Kolonos.
color note that has four parts. So I was wondering why didn't they use something like a goro that the outside people normally chew. So I was like, all these things I keep on. And then in every family in Omoku, if you go to every family, you're going to see something like a Iru Arosi or something like that.
Arosi,
Arosi, that's where people like, they say they are praise the sun god. And what they planted there is like that Ogrishi and
Ogrishi.
some other plant that has thorns on the body
Okay.
that is normally used during cultural festivities.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the kings that have ruled Oba from the 17th century, like just like you said.
Yes.
Do you have any evidence?
Yes, I have the evidence here on this book, The Rite of Passage of Our
Okay.
late king. And right there on you can look at it,
Okay. All right.
okay? On the page, let me see, sorry to delay you. On page 29, you can clearly
Okay.
see here.
Okay. Um, all right, viewers. This is a very hard copy that contains all the kings of Oba land. There's Omoku. I will read out the names from the 17th century down till this day. All right, we have His Royal Majesty Okoye Nwa Ebe, and he ruled Oberland in 17th century.
Yes.
Then in the 18th century, we have His Royal Majesty Oreke Nwaogeri. Okay, and also in the same 18th century, we have His Royal Majesty Ekene Nweze. In the same 18th century, we have His Royal Majesty Ejeiku Nwaihi. In the same 18th century.
So
Still coming, yeah. We have His Royal Majesty Okirie Iwanya. In the 18th century, we also have a successor, His Royal Majesty Eleberi Manase. And the same, okay, in 19th century, we have the reign of His Royal Majesty Eze Nwaograbe. Eze Nwaograbe. In the same 19th century, we have His Royal Majesty Onwularu Eleberi. Down to His Royal Majesty Nwokoma Seokobi, the one. That is in 1950. He ruled in 1959 to 1970. Then this is 1925 to 1930.
yes.
That is His Royal Majesty Obiaje Chukuma. And we have in okay, this one dated back in 1892 to 1952. That is Obuaha Obi Oba Chukwumela Nnamobi, the second,
The father.
the father of the second.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. These are the
Before
kings.
now we came
Yeah.
to this.
Before now, we came to His Eminence, Sir Dr. Chukwumela Nnam Obi, the second. Is Oba. This is really, really interesting and insightful.
It is because as an African, as an adult African, not just ordinary African, it is known that the father's name doesn't go, aloof
Yes.
or goes away. It stays. That's why the male child is seen as the paramount head of a family.
Yes.
You don't let your father's name go. Even in the Americans, when they were taken to, if you can remember the thing called the Roots,
Okay.
there's a guy that said they should change his name. He said his name is Kinta Kunte.
Okay. Okay. He was whipped.
Yes, he was whipped heavily, but he kept on calling his name until at a point, I think he gave up, or I don't know if he gave up on that film or thereabout.
Okay.
They're trying to keep his identity. Even up to today, the African Americans, they're still looking down for their roots. Could you imagine that this popular black pastor, that he said that he's from Igbo land. He's a popular
Yes,
American
TD
pastor.
Jakes.
TD Jakes. So if there are no, facts about knowing one's roots, why should they be coming back to Africa?
Wow. Okay. I want to ask you.
Yes.
I'm free to call you Mr. Chukwuemeka.
Yes.
That is your name.
Yes.
And I'm also Chukwuemeka.
That's a nice one.
What is the difference between your own Chukwuemeka and my own Chukwuemeka?
Okay. There is this dialect issues, I should say, because in OGBA Land we don't.
Is it really an issue?
I don't think I think it has to do with maybe could I call it this pronunciation or what?
No.
I don't know.
Go ahead and
What I'm trying to
go
say
ahead
is
and
this: like in OGBA
make your
Land,
point.
they don't call somebody Chukwuemeka, they call you Chukwuladi.
Chukwuladi.
No, Chukwumela.
Chukwumela.
Chukwumela. Chukwumela is like Chukwuemeka in pure Igbo land. Emeka and Mela, I don't know if there's any difference between Imela and Imeka. I don't think there's any difference.
There is none.
Then Chukwudi in Igbo land is called Chukwuladi. Ladi is like Nadi
Chukwudi.
or Chukwudi, So there's a lot of I don't know how I'll put it.
No, I don't think this is an issue actually, because we are tribal people with different kind of
Dialects, yeah.
We all speak the Igbo language.
Yes.
And that is why when the Oba man speaks,
Yes.
the Isuaman person, will hear
You can
and
pick,
understand.
yeah. Yes.
And understand, not picking, understand.
Understand it, yeah.
some, but I might not be able to understand 50% of what the easy man speaks,
Yes.
or the Mbo,
Yes.
or the
Thank you.
Nsuka.
Thank you. Okay, I speak in Suka very well.
You speak in Nsuka.
Very well.
Really?
Imaga.
I don't hear that.
That is how are
If
you
they ask
doing?
me that, I'm not here.
That's how are you doing?
So okay, well, how does Oba say how are you?
Ndale body.
Ndale body.
Yeah.
Now the Mbiriman will say baby.
Ebede. So the B is still there.
Then me as an
connectivity.
Mbiri person,
Yes.
I will say Elentuere.
Okay.
That
That goes towards Owerri.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know. So okay, Ndala body.
Yeah.
Ndala bedi. Elentuere. Nsuka, what?
Imaga.
Imaga. Central Igbo says ele tuede. Keki imere.
Yes.
Some Anambra part will say keki melo.
That's on the axis.
Yes. That shows that this is one language.
Yes, it is.
Different dialectical pronunciations of words of the same meaning.
Yeah.
Now I ask you, you are Chukwemeka and I am Chukwemeka. Or let's say you are Chukwumela and I am Chukwemeka. What is the difference?